All right. Hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? What's up, Random Crowds of Gamer? How you doing? Thank you for being here. What's up, Al Edwards? What's up, Your Pleasure 721? And what's up, Babs? How you doing? All right. This is gonna be a straightforward live. I gotta say some things, and let me get to it. First of all, I was gonna sit on the sideline and not say a damn thing because I really have no issue, never really had an issue with Mimi, right? So it wasn't really my place to chime in. And second of all, I don't get into situations when it deals with two women. The only time I get into situations when it deals with women when it involves me. Okay? So whatever Jay Dunn said regarding her child, that's between those two. The reason I had an issue with Kiki, basically Kiki is a male and was saying some sexual things regarding a child. I don't understand how people are not able to discern the two. I don't get it female-ish. I don't. Like I said, I only do when it involves me. Other than that, I really don't give a damn, to be honest. That's for y'all to resolve. All right? So I wasn't going to say nothing. Although, maybe it's been doing the whole Vienna White panel tour. Like, if y'all notice me, she ain't never been this ubiquitous or this everywhere. Never, ever, ever. She usually broadcasts for her channel and she done. Now, why in the world is she all over the place? I don't know. It's like something's not on the up and up. Like everywhere we click, every station we turn to, she's there. All right? So it's weird. So like I said, I wasn't going to say nothing. But she brought me into the situation when you sit up there on your community wall and bring me into a situation. I wasn't going to say nothing. But when you address me, then I will respond. Especially when you told me to shut the fuck up today. This is what she put. If I don't see all the energy y'all have for Kiki towards Jay Dunn and Avatar Nation, all the lead the kids along channels and camps, I will know who real or who ain't. Period. Okay. Why are you bringing Kiki into this situation, first of all, right? I thought you said you don't know him. I thought you said you don't have a rapport with him. I thought you said you only know him offline. So why in the world are you sitting up here referencing him online since you don't have no rapport? That's real suspect. And what the hell I got to do with the situation? As far as I know, I don't think Jay Dunn said anything sexual. Now, I wasn't going to sit up there and internalize and listen to that debauchery and that demonic speech. Mm-mm. But from what I heard, she didn't say nothing sexual about getting sexual gratification from doing anything sexual with a child. I never got that. But see, this is what y'all don't understand about Mimi, right? When that whole situation popped off and Kiki said what he said regarding Terry P's son, Mimi sat up there at that time was talking about, what about my child? And I think it was on Brianna's platform. And I sat up there and said, she's like, what about my child? They said bad stuff about my child. And I sat up there and said, but nobody ain't talked about your child recently. Like, that's old. And it was kind of odd that she would use what was said in the past, ancient, for something that was current day. And I thought that was like, oh, I'm like, okay. I'm like, what? I'm like, okay. You know how people just get, invested. I thought it was an investment issue. But here she is again doing the same thing. Like now that her child is being spoken about, it's like that's why I didn't say nothing, because like you used that excuse 2-3 weeks ago when that whole situation happened and nobody had said nothing about your child. Now somebody said something about your child and like you trying to connect it to. And I don't get that. And I was gonna shut up and I wasn't gonna say nothing. But since you mentioned my name and putting my name on community boards, I ain't got nothing to do. No grown ass man should be sitting up here talking about a child being assaulted and that would give him gratification. I don't get that part. I don't understand how people not. I don't understand why she can't get the point. And I went over there and listened to J Dunn's commentary so I could speak in a foreign way. And I didn't hear nothing sexual like that man said. And then on top of that, Kiki doubled down on what he said and said he meant what he said the very next day. I don't understand this. I really don't understand that. And let me say something. I'm about to say something. Keep your kids off the internet. Y'all always say, you know what this area gives, so why in the world are you introducing y'all kids to this area? We only know what you allow us to know, right? So why y'all keep bringing y'all kids over here? Then when somebody says something bad about y'all kids, y'all getting y'all feelings. I don't understand it. It's something called restraint. It's an option to put your kids on here. We don't need to know about their birthday. We don't need to know what they got for Kwanzaa. We don't need to know what they got from the Easter Bunny. We don't need to know what they got from the Tooth Fairy. We don't need to know that it's their first grade graduation. We don't need to know all that. That's a family moment. Because you know the first time they're able to rip you up, they're going to use your weakest point, and that is your children or anything close to you. And I don't understand why people keep bringing their damn kids over here and then expecting outrage when they're like, oh my God, you spoke. Well, you know, they're speaking about dead people. So you think they're going to give a damn about your living child? I hate to say it so bluntly, but let's be honest here. I don't get that. I don't get that. I really don't. You act surprised when it happened. They've been dragging kids. We got one person that sit up there and said baby should be dragged because nobody asked for the kids to be here. So you know what you're dealing with. You don't have to show your kids on here. Talk about you. Talk about your accomplishments. Talk about whatever. But don't bring your kids over here and they get mad when somebody come and include them in commentary that you don't approve of. I'm just being 100 about that whole situation. Next, why the hell you gonna tell me to shut the fuck up? I never cursed at you, Mimi. I never cursed you. But I got tired of you going from panel to 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 panel. And I sat there, I'm like, damn. She complained about the child and she was trying to get the same thing, comparing her situation to Tara P's situation. 3 weeks ago. Go roll the tape. The tape is there on Brianna's live. She sat up there and said, oh, but what about my child? Well, y'all just stayed on when my child was getting. But I'm like, this is this situation, and it's two extremes to the situation. It's two extremes to the situation. I'm sorry. It is. It is not like I'm callous. I don't care. I've always been an advocate. Always been an advocate for leaving the kids out of the commentary. Don't be bringing them up. No grown people should be talking to them. I've always. So don't be saying that I don't care for no kids. I do. But something ain't right. And a lot of y'all see that, but a lot of y'all ain't saying that. And if it ain't right, it's okay. But don't sit up here and try to play the people. And I'm saying something without saying something. All right. Next thing is, Pizarro, I wish you would shut your lying ass up. Mimi too. Shut your lying ass up since you could tell me to shut the fuck up. I never said your husband was no pedophile. When I was sitting up there and I was enraged that you got grown women sitting up there supporting a man saying that, what he said about Terry's child. I was saying what I was saying. You said, Pizarro, you came in my live saying, oh, stop whining. So when a woman who has children tells a man who's defending children to stop whining, and I was not whining, I was defending children. That makes me think that what the hell is going on in your household? And I never called your husband a pedophile. I said, well, what the hell is going on over there if you go call me a whiner when I'm sitting up here defending the children? And I said, what is your husband doing over there? What are you doing over there to make it feel that it's I'm whining when I'm up here trying to defend children? I posed that in a hypothetical question, but obviously you don't know the difference between pious and pompous, so I'm sure as hell no, you don't know the difference or what the word means or what hypothetical means. And when I say hypothetical, I'm not talking about hippo. Okay? Don't ever try to put that on me saying I said your husband was no damn pedophile. But I asked, what kind of household are you running if you're going to sit up there and chastise a man who's trying to take up the children and go at another man? I did say that. Now, what else I want to say? This is insane. Now, oh, let me get on this other thing. Now y'all want to sit up there and make me some big bad wolf. Me. Oh, how could you support Sir King? What the hell have I done? I ain't done nothing no different than Brianna and Pizarro. Pizarro had a whole lady up here with a fake scamming campaign, talking about no Dragon Kids campaign, when she was sitting up there trying to divert funds to use in her neighborhood for some internet children. That woman sat up there and said she would shoot somebody in the head and blow their head off. So how dare you sit up there, Mimi, and talk about me talking about, oh, I'm so bad. I let people drag dead children, and all I say is, oh Lord. That don't even happen on my platform no more because I took corrective action to make sure that doesn't happen on my platform. But since you always talking about you disappear, obviously you've been disappearing a lot lately that you don't know the changes that I made in my platform since you want to reference things that I made corrective action to. So get your facts straight before you start talking on my name disrespectfully and lying and slandering me. Because I took corrective action regarding that stuff because I myself don't condone that. I myself don't like that. So stop lying on me and spinning it as if I said those things because I didn't say those things. I've never said or I never rejoiced in somebody's dead children. Stop holding me responsible for what people say on my panel. Because I addressed them. I say, no, don't put that on my panel. And I immediately put them in the back. And if people are going back and forth, then they go back and forth. But I see what y'all trying to do. You're trying to spin a motherfucking narrative on me. That ain't true. I'm talking about, oh, he's so evil. He allowed dead children and other people to be talking about as if I was saying it. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Next thing, what's the next thing I want to say? Yeah, girl, by the way, they lie so damn much. And if you gonna say that, then where's that smoke? Being a hypocrite, where's that smoke for Pizarro and Brianna? They allow the same thing and even worse on their panels. But you didn't say nothing. You didn't say how despicable and terrible and evil they are, right? So if you don't call me out, then call them out too. Because I feel a lot worse happens on their panel over there than happens on mine. Next thing I want to say, what's the next thing I want to talk about? Terry P. Terry P. I feel like you playing me, Terry P. Now I'm only addressing this because this shit keep happening publicly. I feel like you playing me. Because I'm always winding up in some shit. And the same bravado and sternness you have for individuals who come at you on my panel or in my chat, I don't see that shit over there. And because you don't carry yourself the same way that you do over here and not over there, they get you caught up in a lot of shit. And they bring me into that shit, which happened over there with that whole pedo stuff and all that other stuff. And you said this and I said that, and I don't do this and I don't do that. And I don't think it's fair because it seems like you go over there to play patty cake with them and they don't fuck with you, but you want them to. And every time they set you up for the okie doke, and you sit there and you play with them, but they not playing back. And it's happened on numerous occasions. And now I get caught in the situation where three-fourths of them motherfuckers over there in that chat don't watch me, but a narrative is being spun that I'm some evil, diabolical person. And once I say the sternness in your voice is never present over there. And don't let them tell you, oh, I'm trying to tell you how to talk or how to speak. It's about how one carries themselves. Because you do not carry yourself over here like you do over there. And you don't have to get disrespectful. You don't have to curse. But it's the one in which one enunciates and has cadence in their voice that goes a long way. And the way in which you speak over there is very amicable and very, coy. You don't get rough and tough with your Afro puff over there. And it causes a lot of issues over here, to be honest. Because once again, they will want to bring me up and tell me, oh, what I did and what I didn't do, and am I a bad guy and all this. I don't do shit. You ain't never heard me say anything despicable about a child. But somehow that gets flipped on me, and I get compared to some dude who said numerous times that he want to smoke a child, smoke the mother's child, then sit up there and say he gets sexual gratification from seeing a child raped. I'm always compared. They can't pinpoint nothing on me, but what somebody did on my panel. I can't control a motherfucker adult, but I'm always getting brought up in the situation, right? But you don't never go back at them though. I don't understand it. It's the most perplexing thing ever. And the thing is, I was standing up for your child, and then you sat up there and allowed them to manipulate you into saying that you wanted Blessed Nika to drag Kiki, so it became about dragging Kiki rather than what Kiki said about your son. That's when I was like, because I was speaking about what was said about your son, not necessarily whether or not getting a public humiliation dragging about Kiki from Nika and Blessed. So I don't know, because I don't like to be toyed with. And like I said, I keep seeing you over there, Pat, and you go where you want. But it's like you come over there to play patty cake, and they bully you in the schoolyard, and you stay. And then you come over here in a very stern and act a fool, right? But you don't really do that over there. And I don't understand that. I really don't. Because, like I said, I was defending your son, not necessarily seeking to get. Because Kiki's dragon was not my priority. I was outraged that another man said he would do what he would do to a child, and they get sexual gratification from it. That was my priority. And that deeply disturbed me that you wanted to have him dragged by those two individuals. And now I'm being compared to being diabolical when I'm far from it. And don't call for me. When you get yourself in some shit, don't call for me. Because I never told you to go into the snake pit. And they're a bunch of snakes. And they're ready and they're seeking for an opportunity to devour you. And they'll use my name as bait to lure you into the trap. And I don't know why you don't see that. They're not your friend. They don't like you. They'll use you, but they'll set you up just like they keep doing. And I don't know why you don't see that. And I'm tired of being caught in the crosshairs because this has been going on for a couple of weeks now. You keep popping up on their panel. You go up there, it eventually gets me involved. They're like, how can you sit up there and support Sir King? All this other shit. First of all, you don't owe them a motherfucking explanation, therapy. You don't owe them a damn explanation. You should tell them I do what the fuck I want. And how dare you question me? But I don't hear that. I never hear that. I hear, oh, well this, oh, well that. I like it over there. You don't owe them a damn explanation. They don't pay your internet bill. They don't pay your light bill. They don't pay your iPhone bill. Your presence on their platform is a commodity, and you should start seeing it as such. Because they're about click and view. They're the click and view gang. That's all they care about. So as long as you provide them with a click and a view, they don't give a damn. And you got to start realizing that. Because right now, they checking you left, right, front, and center like you on a checkerboard, and you don't even realize it. They want people to hit their link, and they love it. They salivate when you hit their link. Because you know what? They know you're going to bring some controversy. They know that you're going to get their chat riled up. They know somebody going to say something. They know you're going to look at that chat and say something. They know somebody going to pop up on that panel. So you bring in the clicks and views for free, and you don't even know it. But then on top of that, you take their motherfucking disrespect. And that's what I have an issue with. Because you could nuck if you buck over here, but you barely buck over there. I don't get that. No way, no how. You should have had to explain yourself to them at all. And damn sure would not be so kind and coy to a woman that's going to sit up there and compare her child that you have nothing to do with getting, I want to choose the right word when I say this, getting talked about negatively about somebody else. What the fuck you got to do with, excuse my friend, what you got to do with that, Terry P? Your son was talked about in a sexual way by an associate of hers. To me, that seems like all the cards are in your favor, right? All the cards are in your favor. So and then on top of that, her associate doubled down on what he said and said he meant what he said. You didn't never spoke on her child, so you don't owe her a damn explanations. If anything, she owes you an explanation. But you didn't realize that. Somehow they wound up flipping it on you and all that other stuff. Now, Mimi, this goes to you. Now, you want to sit up here and do some gymnastic, flip twirl, whatever you're talking about. Oh, I don't have a YouTube ship on here, but he's my friend in real life. I say bullshit. Bullshit. Because once again, when what was going on, you hopped up and defended that man. Whether it had been through your silence, because they called you out. You didn't say shit when he said those deplorable things. You sat silent. Then when you did say something, you were like, what about my child? I think you're a little bit disillusioned about how close or how biased or how your association with him is providing a conflict of interest. But what's crazy is about the fact that you said up there and said you know that man in real life, and that's your real life friend, and they don't intertwine with what's going on online. Once again, that's bullshit. Because first of all, we shouldn't even have to know that he's even associated with you in real life. I don't understand why people keep bringing their real life relationships on this motherfucker and then sit up there and get mad when the two intertwine. But that's not the point I want to make. The point I want to make is that you keep insisting that you know him in real life. So if you know him in real life and he's able to say these things about children and getting sexual gratification for seeing them, get raped. So do you have any concern about him being around your children? Once again, Mimi, do you have any concern about him being around your children since you know him in real life? Because I asked that question, he has formulated those thoughts, spoken them in graphic detail, repeated them, and then says he doubled down on it. And then it said he would get gratification from that happening. Once again, since you know him in real life, do you have any concern about that man saying that stuff or, or being around your children in real life? That's the question I have. Because Jay Dunn ain't going to never see your child. We know that. But since you know Kiki in real life, he may be the first one to see it. And any man that says that he would get gratification of that happening to a child, I would be concerned about. And if I was you, I wouldn't let him nowhere around your children, virtually or in real life. And that's the truth of the matter. Since y'all want to talk about who y'all know, what, when, how, offline, online, all that. You just admitted that you know him online. You're offline. So, red flags, he's definitely giving you some red flags. So be careful of, how close y'all mingle offline. That's all I got to say. There wasn't gonna, I had a live plan. I had some creative things I want to do, but I think I needed to say this because once again, I was gonna shut up and I wasn't gonna say anything. I really was gonna focus on what happened on Tracy's panel or Tracy's live last night, but this took precedent over that because somebody wanted to mention me. Once again, I don't deal in women-ish. Only time I deal in women-ish when two women are going at it, I really don't get in that shit. If I do, it's for me to offer my verbal commentary, but I don't get in that. And you brought me into this with that community post. Why you need to mention me? You got a whole crew. But if anything, this whole situation proved that y'all were highly hypocritical because you couldn't get Bless or Nika to say a damn thing. But now they want to yell and scream about what Jay Dunn said. Was what Jay Dunn said wrong? Yes, it was. But if you're going to speak about something, speak about it in every situation and not with the players involved. And that's the problem. Y'all want to be vocal about it because that person is not rolling with y'all. But your boy did the same damn thing on numerous occasions, and y'all was sounding like a church mouse. And all y'all said was what he said was wrong. But y'all want to crucify Jay Dunn left, right, front, center, up and down, talk about her immoral character. Yeah, she got issues. She got problems, and she should never said that. But y'all should have said the same damn thing about Kiki, but y'all didn't. So don't expect that people ain't outraged because people see your hypocrisy in the situation. And both of the situations involve children, and both of them involve adults. And both situations should have outrage, but they didn't. And that's the problem. And people see through it. And that's why nobody ain't saying shit, because when they could have said something about Kiki, they didn't. And that's the issue. All right, I'll drop the link and then I'm out. I said what I had to say. And watch your children meet me around Kiki, since he's sitting there talking about he get gratification from, children being assaulted. Hold on one second, y'all. Stream y'all acting stupid right now. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Okay, airplane. All right. It really is sad. It's just terrible. Like going to equate me to somebody I ain't even done nothing. Y'all got me. Oh, he allowed this on his platform. He's evil. He's done, and y'all allow the same damn thing on y'all. Didn't your boy Kiki tell Billie Jean to shut up and shut the F up and everything? Like, come on, really, really. Oh, I don't know who he is. I don't associate with him in real life. I don't associate. I don't even know how y'all could publicly even say y'all know that dude. I'll be like, hell no, I don't know that motherfucker. I'll be like, oh hell no, I don't know him. No, who? Kiki, who? You mean the female Kiki? Nah. Oh, I know him in real life. Why would y'all even want to say that you know that dude? Like, really? Like, I would lie. Nah, I don't know him. Nope. Kiki, yeah, I know Kiki Wyatt. Yeah, sure, you know her. Just weird. Just weird. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to drop this link real quick. It's not allowing me to do it. Hold on. All right, let's see if this works. Bear with me. All right, hopefully this will work. All right, let me see. What's up, Limon? How you doing, Limon? Let me see if this works real quick. Okay. That's copied. Feel free to hit the link and tell us what you think. Hopefully it'll work this time. Let's see. Did it go through? Okay, yeah. All right, feel free to hit the link and tell us what you think. Other than that, I'll be out. What's up, Mika Baby? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. If you want to make a gesture, feel free to do so at $ Sir King Crown. There's so many layers to this shit. There's so many layers that I want to say. I'm not gonna say it. It's just, oh Lord. Hello.
That's fucked up what you just said.
But it's the truth though.
How?
It's the truth. You keep going on these panels. They don't give a damn about you. They really don't. And then you play coy with them, like they just be mad, disrespecting you. And then on top of that, you be bringing me into it.
And when did I bring you into the shit, SK? They bring you up every time I come up there.
And that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
How is that my problem, SK? How is that my problem? I'm up there talking about how people are being extremely biased when it comes to the kids. So the reason why I came up there was to pose the question of, do you feel that people are in an uproar when people talk shit about somebody that they like, kids, versus somebody that they don't like? Like all of a sudden it's cancel, done. And I'm like, what Dunn did was fucked up. I don't have an issue with Dunn. She doesn't have an issue with me. What she did was fucked up. So I posed the question as to why is it that people feel they need to cancel Dunn, but what Kiki did with my son, they're like, oh, I'm not canceling nobody. That was the question. I'm sitting up there having an adult conversation with people because I don't believe in yelling over each other and screaming and this and that. I want to have a conversation. I want to know what the fuck is going on. And don't sit there and act like you didn't hear what I said, SK. I sat there
Honestly,
and defended your act. Well, you need to go back then, because I sat there and
I sat there and I heard you say oh, well, Pizarro says, well, he said my husband was a pedo, and you're like, SK,
before there was a whole like 45 minutes. I said, where was the I said, why is it that when we had our, and I said in my little bunny ears, movement, why wasn't anybody offended, or why didn't people want to cancel this midget mother effer when he did what he did to my son? Go back and watch that whole video, SK, because I sat there and took so much shit. You know what I mean? And that was the case that I brought to the panel, is where was the uproar and where was the outrage when it came to my son? And I said, I don't want to take away from me.
You see how you being stern with me? That wasn't over there.
Because you pissed me off. I rock with you.
Okay, then you should have been pissed off with them too.
No, I'm pissed off because I rock with you and you just shitted on
I
me.
didn't. Well, I didn't shit on you, but I felt like you going over
You
the. It's
shitted
it.
on me.
I didn't shit on you. I
They
was
did.
have.
Okay,
Listen,
sorry. Let
listen,
me shut up. I'll
listen,
listen.
Terry. Listen,
Okay.
Terry.
Okay.
I don't know what you see when you hit the replay, but they playing in your face and they asking you, grilling you, and you are not. So you see how you be on stand with me? You don't
No,
never.
you missed a whole like 45 minutes, SK.
Gr- Terry, this was going on for almost 2 weeks. Especially when Nika was set up there and asked you that question about what did you want, and you sat up there and said you wanted blessed and Nika to drag him, and it wasn't about what that man said about your child.
You, SK. Let me tone it down because I want you and I to have this discussion, okay? You just sat there and said you basically missed the discussion that I was
I
having with these
couldn't
women.
bear to sit there. I can't bear to see you
You
on them.
you were not.
I cannot bear to see you, Terry, on them panels and them treat you the way in which they do, and then
They didn't
you.
treat me
Oh,
that way in the beginning. They did not treat me that way in the beginning. SK, we were having a discussion and then it turned left. So if you came in on the part where it turned left, you need to watch that whole
but Terry,
video
do you see how your tone is? Your tone is never that way.
because you just shitted on me and I rock with you. And
But Nika, but they.
I sat there and Kate, I sat there and defended you because they tried to turn it around and say what you it seems like you came in on the part where P asked me about you saying, you know what I'm not gonna say that word on your platform. You must have came in on that, and that's where the situation turned left. And that's when I was calling out for you. I was like, SK, you need to come up here
But this
because
has
I
been.
cannot speak. I cannot speak for you. But SK, I sat there and defended you. And you want to
And
shit
I've
on
done
me in
and
your
I've done the
live?
and I've done the same.
That's why I'm
I
pissed.
I'm pissed because it's crazy how this thing keeps going. We keep having the same situation, all this stuff, and it's just like, why do you keep like going over? Like, I understand
But
why you go, but it's
you just said you didn't see the whole live.
look, Terry.
Go look at the live and see
Terry,
why I popped
Terry,
up.
Terry,
Let me see. Can
Terry.
I say this? Escape, please. Let me just say this. When I popped up on the live, I specifically watched my words because I knew it was a sensitive situation. And the questions that I posed were, can you tell me why it is that people, and I specifically said what Dawn did was effed up. I do not agree with what she said. I don't have any problems with her. She's never had problems with me. This is effed up. I didn't even bring up, P is the one that brought up the fact. And I was grateful that she did because I was like, oh, thank you. Because I did not want to seem like I was stabbing Mimi in the back with the dagger. But she posed the question of, and it led into why is it that what was done to Terry's son and people are pretty much in an uproar about that and want to cancel Dunn, but when Terry went through her shit, you know, people weren't trying to cancel Kiki. And I said, thank you, P, for bringing that up. And then we went into that. And I was like, yes, I didn't want to come up here and try to make it seem like my situation was worse than Mimi, because both of the situations are fucked up.
But Mimi tried to
That's
do the
where
same. But Mimi tried to. This is the thing. What I'm saying. But Mimi tried to do the same thing to you. When you were going through that whole situation, what did Mimi do? She popped herself up there and said, "Well, what about my child when they were dragging my child?"
But
Okay.
SK, you're making it seem like I was just sitting there like, yes, and massa, yeah. That no, you gotta watch that whole live. It was like, I don't even know how long we were up there. It turned left
But why do
after
you
we had
always
been
feel
up
as?
there
But
like
why do you always?
45 minutes.
Why do you always have to answer it? They can ask you any question in the book, and you got to sit up there and give them a
Because
damn
I'm
answer.
transparent.
They don't deserve no answer from you.
Okay, but SK, I don't come on here playing. I don't do all of this strategic shit. I'm me. I tell you guys this. I'm me. If you ask me a question, I'm going to answer it, because if I ask you a question, I want
Don't
you
you
to
see?
answer it.
That's what I keep telling you. They be lining you up, and your stance on giving them an answer is
I
what they
got
want.
lined up toward the end of the line. We had already been up there over 45 minutes when I started getting lined up. And I said that. I said, I know what y'all are doing. I know what y'all are doing. That's when it really got left. And that's when Mimi and I were going at it back and forth. Come on now. You got to what? SK, you know better. You always say you do your
No,
own
but this has
research.
been a multitude of weeks that I see the same damn thing. The same damn thing. You hop up there, they be grilling you, but you don't ever come back with that zestiness that you have for me right now.
Because I have I don't want to say okay, fine. What do we have a virtual YouTube ship, right? So I have a rapport with you that I don't have with other people on YouTube. Okay. So with you, it's different. I'm more passionate because I rock with you. And for you to publicly, you know, chastise me slash humiliate me, that's like, why are you doing
I
that?
felt humiliated too today. I felt
How?
humiliated today. I felt humiliated.
How?
I felt that by your presence up there, they sat up there and was allowed to spew lies on me.
And did you see when I defended you? I kept saying I said SK has never talked about sexually assaulting my son. I said SK has never talked about slapping the shit out of me. SK has never talked about blowing a child's head off. Did you see that?
I sure did. And they counteracted with the fact, oh, he's evil and diabolical
So why
because
are
he
you
sits
going?
up there. But let me finish. He
Okay.
sits up there and lets people talk about dead people, children, and all this stuff. And I'm like, what?
I've never seen that because that I when since I've been over, I've never seen that. I've never seen that.
Exactly.
I've never seen that. So whatever the hell happened previous to when I started rocking with you, I don't know who you had
Right. But you
on
see
your
that,
platform.
you
That's
see
why I
that,
kept
you,
saying I
but you
said
see that
SK, come
zeal.
up here. I said SK, come up here and defend yourself. I said because I can't windmill for him. I can't. Those are questions for you because I've heard of, I don't want to bring up old people, but I heard of situations why Mocha left. And so, because of stuff that she didn't like going on in your panel. I can't
That's
speak on that because
bullshit,
that was
Kwani.
prior to me.
Kwani. That's crazy.
What
Mocha,
Kwani? I'm not looking at the chat. I don't know what Kwani is
I said
saying.
Kwani. Mocha left because of Kwani. No, because of
Okay.
me.
Not because of, no, I
Not
didn't say she
because
left because of me.
No, I said not because of me. There was nothing that had to do. She didn't
Oh,
like. Yeah. Mhm.
oh, okay. But that's what I'm saying. I can't answer shit that happened like prior to me coming over here. That's why I was like, SK, when they were talking about the stuff I was like, SK, come back up here because you dropped off. I'm like, I can't answer this stuff. I'm here for a totally different situation. But because I had some stuff to say, I did not know if you were going to go live today. I didn't know even if you were going to go live today, if you were going to bring this up. So I sought an opportunity to say, okay, this is how I'm feeling about this situation. And I'll just be all the way motherfucking real. And excuse me, I'm not going to curse anymore. I just had to say that because I'm passionate. I'm already going to be in her god dang commentary tomorrow, but that Bless Watkins was trying to talk all this shit about me in the chat and all that and saying I'm trying to make it about me and this and that. But the reason why I got pissed today is because I dipped in and dipped out and red balled and saw that she was on the train of, oh, you shouldn't have said that and this and that, which Dunn should not have said. But where was the energy when the shit happened with my son? What did I get from blessed walk-ins? I got, well, everybody's kids get talked about over here, Terry. That's why I wanted to address the situation. And I heard the call for canceling Jay Dunn. And it was also confirmed that that was the call. Whether you meant it or not, that's what was said. So I'm like, well, wait a minute. And I said, well, when, SK was calling for the cancellation of this midget mofo, everybody and their mother was, we're not canceling anybody. We're not. So I posed the question as to why is it that you guys want to cancel Dunn, but didn't want to cancel Kiki? But you didn't see all that, SK. So you want to publicly chastise me and try to humiliate me?
Look.
What? And I'm yelling, but I'm not yelling
They
at
don't.
you.
I mean, they don't respect you, and you sitting over there. It comes across as if you want to play patty cake with them, and they don't.
No, but okay, I'll shut up. Go ahead.
The bass in your voice that you have over here was not present over there.
Because I'm passionate with you because I rock with you.
Right, which means you should be more.
And that was hurtful, what you just said. Come on now.
Terry, the frustration is happening publicly. I'm being referenced in all these different ways. I got a woman telling me to shut the fuck up when I come up on the panel. And
but was that from me?
Her ass was talking. No,
was it from me?
It wasn't from you, but it was involving you.
I was up there talking about my situation, but they brought you up. So what I'm talking about doesn't involve you. Am I mad at you? Because this is the second time that I've been up there and your name gets dragged in, and now I gotta be the voice of reason when it comes to SK.
But
you see the difference?
But you don't understand. You putting yourself in those situations, though.
You put yourself in many situations because you have your ass
but
on
I'm
many
not sitting up there
links.
playing patty cake with the patty cake baker's man. I'm not sitting up there. I'm letting them know how I feel. But you're up there, with your voice and everything, trying to be friendly.
That's my voice.
Come on,
I'm
now.
not in SK.
I see,
how many times? Well, you've seen me go. You've seen me go ham on a ninja when he has lied on my vagina.
But on a ninja, yeah. But you ain't gonna hand on them. You haven't gone hand on them
because they have not disrespected me, SK.
Girl,
they have not disrespected. No, I'm talking in the sense of let's have the conversation. They're not trolling. When you see me go ham, I'm either being lied on, or I'm being trolled, or I'm being disrespected by somebody that I rock with, i.e. you, just a few minutes ago.
I.e. them, because Nika sat up there and said, girl, you think I'm going to sit up here and dread all that and just dogged you out when you were up there on her platform. And you just fell into their trap.
I don't, because I decide to not, or I don't argue. SK, why can't you understand?
Yo, let me this thing, like the optics of the situation ain't looking right. It ain't.
It might not look right to you, but SK, how many times have I said?
No. Not to me. Not to me. To everybody. Not to me. To everybody.
I don't care. Obviously, I don't care what the majority of the people on here think about me, because I get dragged in your chat. I get dragged in other people's. I get dragged. Whatever. I do not have a separate YouTube persona. The way I have a conversation with people on YouTube is the way that I have a conversation with people in real life. I'm not going to be fake and try to have this bravado.
But it's weird though.
Have a conversation.
But it's weird though. The ones that you say you have the most passion for or care about, you get the one that get to experience the bass in your voice. But the ones that you don't care about get to experience the niceness. But get to experience the niceness in your voice. That's weird. That's weird.
SK. What? But come on now. You know how it is. A lot of times, if you don't give a shit about what certain people
they says you don't even know how to season chicken. They say you
And
don't even know how to season chicken. They say you don't even know how
they
to
didn't
season
tell me
chicken.
I don't know how to season chicken.
They said that when you left. You see, you'll never get that over here.
Okay,
They
well,
said you don't
I
know.
didn't. Well, then I left. I wasn't there because I said I had to go make dinner. Why am I gonna get upset? You, child, my husband
That's what
loves my goddamn cooking. Okay, when a man says, "Ooh, this tastes better than the restaurant," come on now, stop.
I ain't
But
talking
when
about.
you,
I ain't talking about your husband.
but I'm just saying, like, what they didn't tell me about seasoning. I had left when I left the panel. I left because I had to go cook. But no, my thing with you is you. I mean that was fucked up. What you said to me,
I
it
don't
was
think it's
fucked
fucked up.
up.
I don't think it's fucked up at all. I was just frustrated because this has been going on almost for a month. You keep hopping on a damn panel, and
You
we
said
over.
keep popping. I've been on Bree's panel like twice
What about Pizarro?
and P's panel like three times. Three times
Mm,
on P's.
mm,
Yeah. And
mm,
that was fun stuff, like dragging Nina's ass and shit. That was fun. That was being petty and messy. But today was a serious issue
mm.
and conversation. And then I had one serious issue and conversation on Peace Channel. But don't, come on, SK, come on now. You're pissed because I don't handle things the way that you would like for me to handle it, but that's
No,
not
it's
me.
actually I'm upset because it's like you playing patty cake over there. Like that
I'm
bass
not
that's in
playing
your
patty
voice right
cake.
now, you are playing patty cake.
I have bass in my voice because I rock.
That that
I call you my virtual favorite cousin. So of course, if you piss me off, I'm gonna be passionate about it.
yeah,
People can ask me things,
but
whatever.
this is the thing though, Terry. When you getting tried in the audience, see you getting tried, and you sit
Yeah.
up there, but no, no, that's not what I. No, that the audience like, what the hell? They just tried you in your face. Why are you acting like that? You see what I'm saying?
Okay, but that's you projecting how you feel I should.
Did I, Terry? Did I
How,
just say the? I
how,
said audience members, the audience.
okay,
It's
fine.
not
I was
me.
not looking at the chat because I looked at it for a little bit and bless pissed me the fuck off. And I was like, let me stop looking at this damn chat. And so I don't know what the chat was saying. I just know I wasn't, I glanced like quickly and I didn't see a bunch of tomatoes and shit. But I handle things the way that I want to handle them, SK. And you have this thing of you want to project how you would handle things
No,
onto
no, no,
me.
no, no. It's not how I would handle things. It's how
Okay.
we, the streets, handle things and how you look.
Well, I'm Terry, so I've looked a fucking fool
Show
in
dead.
a couple of places.
And you looking like a
Okay.
fool everywhere, Terry.
And I couldn't, well, shit, fine. I'll look a motherfucking fool, but I'm true to my fucking self. I'm true to my damn self. And if you want to be honest, we all look a fucking fool. Every single content creator, every single subby that is a panel hopper has had people drag the shit out of them. We're all in the same boat. I might get dragged in different ways. We all have people that drag us because everybody has camps that don't like them.
Yeah,
It
but
is
say,
what it is.
but Terry, the thing is, we're not going up there talking about. Yeah, no, that's not what I
Well, that's
meant. After they,
me.
oh
That's
Lord,
me.
oh Lord.
That's me.
Mm.
Okay. You could have told me this shit behind the scenes, but you want to sit there and put me on Front Street. That's
Well,
kind of fucked up.
you putting everything else on Front Street.
Everything else, what? What? Huh? Huh?
You literally going over
Huh?
there playing patty cake with people, giving me bass, but turning down the tone over there with them.
I give you bass because it's passion. I
Well,
rock
then
with
you know
you
what?
hard.
Give some of that passion that you have for me and give it to them because they need to hear it. You know what I mean?
SK, I'm not even mad at you. Like it is what it
Because
is.
Terry, you looking kind of weak out here. You are, girl. I'm trying to like you look. They playing in your face and then they laughing, and it's that's not cool.
Okay, well, I can say that I'm learning my way through because like I've always told people, I don't have two personas. I'm me. I don't just walk up to people when I'm pissed at them and be like, bitch, what the blah, 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 blah. That's not
But it's
me.
not even that though. It's like you could be, you know how they be nice nasty. You could be nice nasty too. You just being nice, and they don't deserve that. They don't deserve that. They haven't even
Well,
earned that.
can I just ask this of you? And I'm just asking whether you shit that whatever. But can you just like not try to humiliate me or publicly chastise? I mean, that shit is fucked up. You could do that shit behind the scenes. And
No,
if you
because
don't,
no, because I'm getting public humiliated. I'm getting
I was
humiliated.
I'm the one that was up there. They threw that
But it
question
ain't
out at
about
me.
you, girl. That's the thing, Terry. It's always about you.
I should be the one that's fucking pissed. I'm sitting up there having a discussion with the ladies when it comes to, our children and this and that,
But
and
they're
then I
not
get thrown a
ladies,
question about
though.
you.
That's
I
the
should be the
thing.
one pissed at you, but I'm
They're
not because
not
that's not your fault.
ladies. They're not. They're booger wolves, and that's the problem.
Okay, well, shit. I should
You
be the
keep
one. You shouldn't be pissed because I'm the one up there for 45 fucking freaking minutes.
voluntarily. You don't have to go on their
I
panel.
know, but I'm saying you're pissed at me because your name came
I
up, but I'm the
am.
one up there talking about a totally different situation, and then boom. That's the second or third
Terry,
time that I get posed a question about you. So that doesn't make sense
but
that you're pissed
Terry,
at
I
me.
put my ass on the line, and we're coming out against
And
speaking
I'm
out.
grateful for that. What are you
But
talking about?
Terry, but then you go and say that you wanted Nika and Bless to drag Kiki, and it wasn't about what Kiki said.
We keep going back to that. My thing is I'm not gonna lie. Yes, I wanted that mofo
They
cussed
don't
out.
deserve the truth, Terry, because
Well,
they're
see,
not
I don't
telling you. They're
see.
not. But Terry, this
Okay.
is not the freaking CIA. They use everything and anything against you.
Oh
They don't
God.
deserve the truth because they don't tell you the truth, Terry.
Why can't you talk to me about this shit in the background?
Because it's happening in the forefront.
Oh God.
And then
You
they
get on my
ask you to,
fucking nerves.
but Terry, your panel hopping like a bunny does too. They don't deserve to have your presence.
Wait,
And
you're
they
acting
want,
like I've been panel hopping, whether I do or don't. I've been, yeah, shit. I've been hopping on panels because I just felt like being in the mess. Yeah,
mm,
hmm
mm.
yeah.
Lemon, you got
But I always get, oh hey, lemon. I didn't even know
Yeah,
you
I
were up
mean, I knew
here.
we was gonna get into some things, but um,
Ugh.
I
He gets
wasn't
on my
expecting it to be
fucking
this. You
nerves.
feel me?
I'm
He gets
trying
on
to
my
Uh,
fucking
protect you.
nerves.
I'm trying to protect you, Terry.
Well, you could protect me in the mother
well,
effing back
Well,
end
it ain't
instead of
happened. It ain't. Well,
chastising
Terry, it
me.
ain't working. The back end ain't working.
You didn't. Lemon, what do you got to say? This fool.
damn, y'all just threw me all off. Damn, I wasn't expecting this. But I'm trying to let
No, we're
y'all, have
good.
a discussion,
We're
even though
good.
I'm on the panel. I don't want to, I want to let y'all, get y'all point across with each other,
We
dealing with
got it
this whole
out. Go ahead,
situation.
Lemon. We got it out. Go ahead. Say what you got to say,
Yeah.
Lemon. Go ahead.
Yeah, so listen, when she wrote the community thing and she said Mimi and she said that that's her offline friend and her YouTube shit is her YouTube shit. The moment she wrote that post and she said she better see the same outrage and she tagged, well, she didn't add you, but she put your name in it, you feel me? So she wanted you to see the post. Um, in regards to the same outrage as Kiki. Otherwise, what was the whole message? She said otherwise, she'll know who's real or whatever or something like that. But you just intertwine your real life and your offline friend to your YouTube stuff when you made that post. So when Terry came up and yeah, Bless was trolling in the chat and she responded, but what she said, you made it about Kiki. The moment you wrote that post, you made it about Kiki. That's
Exactly.
so when Terry went up there and that whole moment popped off, and he was like, "Well, I felt hurt when you expressed this once Terry left. You said, well, I felt hurt, or I felt like she did it maliciously because she made it about this was she was like, this is pretty much how I heard it. This was my moment, and you sort of made it about your situation. But when your situation popped off, she did the same exact thing when she hit Bree panel.
Yep, she
So that's
did.
where the hypocrisy come in at. And you got upset and you kept saying, well, SK wanted to make this about him. No, you tagged him on your community post. When you made that post, you at him and pretty much said, you better see the same outrage over here at Avatar Nation. So he has the right to respond because you entered him into the conversation. You didn't keep the goalpost on your subject dealing with your child.
Yeah.
Your whole
And,
community is flooded with support, and that's dope. They was there, but we wanted the same thing when it happened to Terry P. And all y'all could say was he's grown and we can't control him. But the moment he popped off on Bless Watkins and Lady Nika, or maybe it was just Lady Nika, Lady Nika go live talking about like, oh, she was his lifeline. Her and Bless was his lifeline over here. So you're very aware of, the control you had with this person and keeping him relevant over here because you admitted it when he pissed you off. But when we confronted you, you act like you had no control over what he do. And that's a lie.
that's true. That's true.
So all this trying to make it seem like, oh, y'all trying to make it about Kiki. No, Mimi, you made it about Kiki with us when you wrote that post. You didn't
Mhm.
add nobody else in that post. You wrote Sir King and said his name. He was gonna stay out of this whole shit.
And by her doing that, she was like defending him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she did. And a host of other people, but they kept saying the differences and all. It was bullshit. What I was listening to over there, but I had to listen to it because I know we might talk about it. But then Pizarro say, well, Sir King said this, but she didn't reference in how you used it, and you just said, would you like it if somebody labeled you a pedophile or said your husband was doing inappropriate? You said it like that, but that's none of the shit what Kiki said, and they tried to make it seem like you were comparable to Kiki. As if you say them two, Bree and Pizarro together, say worse shit on their panels than you do. And all those motherfuckers be in their chat too, laughing and having a good old time. But if you say anything, you feel me, like it's just so bad. But they can do anything from hell to sun back and they never get a side eye. Y'all fake.
Fake.
I'm
Y'all
on
sitting there
mute
and
while
watch
you
some of the
guys
most
are
fucked
talking.
up shit on YouTube with different people, and then y'all try to make Sir King like he does just the worst shit. And then I don't know who said on the panel, oh, wasn't Sir King talking to like a mic? Get the fuck out of here. Y'all know what the fucking story is and how we reported that shit. Sir King had no interactions with that minor. Other people did, and he called them out, and all type of hell broke loose. Channels going on, missing.
That's what I was trying to tell Terry. Like they spin in certain narratives, they have an agenda and they put that out, and then you fall into that. You know, knowingly or unknowingly, you fall into it. Even though your attention may go on the panel for something else, they intertwine you into that. It's very sneakish behavior that they do.
Okay, but you are putting it on me, SK, just because I go up there to basically address a situation that I felt was pretty close to what I went through a few weeks ago, right? So I just felt like I needed answers.
But Terry,
What?
you are grown, and
Mhm.
you have the right to deny any questions that they ask you. So they start going, well, didn't Sir King? No, you say, no, I don't want, no, Sir King's not here. If you have any questions for me or about me, I will address those questions.
Did you not hear me say you need to ask Sir King? And I said, SK.
Yeah, I heard you say, yeah, I heard
I
you say
said,
my name.
SK,
Yeah,
come
you was
up
like,
here and answer these.
say my name, and you were saying my name. Yeah, I heard it. Mm-hmm.
So you're telling
After
me that
I mean,
you're telling
not
me
real
that's what I
time.
needed to do, and I did it, SK. Come on
No, you
now.
said SK. No, you just say, no, I'm not answering any questions about SK.
I said that you need to ask him about that. And I said, SK, come. I said, bring your ass back up here. That's what I
No,
said.
that's different. That's calling my name.
Oh, Jesus. I'm so sick of you right now.
No, you just seem like you don't understand
Oh,
how.
my God. I get it. We just
But
have a
listen,
difference in opinions, SK.
the questions they asked, you feel me, was
You get on
bullshit
my
because
freaking nerves.
the Pizarro shit when she said, well, about what he said about my husband, and if you guys can go back to that live, y'all can clearly see exactly what was said, and he did it hypothetically. He did not say that, but he just referenced it. So for her to make it seem like he just said something so despicable when he was actually defending the child, and she popped up in the chat and said, why, like, quit whining, or why are you whining, or something like that. So that triggered him, and he was like, well, I'm defending the child, and here you go telling me I'm whining. So you can't align him with what the fuck Kiki has done over here, because Sir King's never done none of that shit that Kiki's done over here. Has he talked shit about y'all? Yeah. Have y'all talked shit? Yeah. But that's it. Kiki
Okay, I
takes shit
hear you,
way too
girl.
far.
Bye.
Kiki
Domestic,
takes shit
thank
way
you.
too far, and they support that kind of behavior. And I think it's fucked up. They try to, flip it back on him. Like, well, Sir King, well, so do the people you support, Mimi. You sit in their chats too, and they say worse shit than Sir King because you know how their mouth is set up. They've been over here longer, and they've been through with some of the roughest people. So stop acting like the chats that you visit is just PC and just 420 friendly, because that's not the situation.
I agree, and that's 100.
Trying to compare the two and then put Terry P like in a situation to where it's like, well, what about this and what about that, and y'all know the fucking answers, and y'all know there's no fucking uh anything there. Y'all just try to back her into a corner. That's all that was. But had Mimi never made that post saying that we better be outraged over here, otherwise we're fake, that gave Sir King and Terry P the right to come up there and address her, because she at them first. They know Terry P only kicks it over here now. So don't play dumb to her when they come up and respond to you. Then she gave you all that smoke and was cussing you out. But there was none of that smoke when Kiki said the shit he said about Terry P's son. All she said was, oh, that's not right. We're not asking y'all that is it right or wrong. We know that it's fucked up. That's all y'all did. So now that you're in the hot seat with another person, the whole internet got to turn up, or we're fake.
Exactly. When you were
But you
being
didn't get
over.
that same energy once you heard the news, since that's your offline friend.
Hmm.
Fake as hell. Y'all fake as hell.
Fake.
All of them.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let you guys continue. I am so exhausted. SK, you worked my damn nerves just
Did y'all
now.
really get it out? Because I feel like y'all don't need to
We
leave
got it
without like
out.
having a full. You
We
feel
got
me?
it out. We got it out. This is what we do. We're good. But don't do me like that, SK. That's
Don't do me like that.
well, shit. I didn't do.
Mm.
Okay, goodbye. Let me go on. And
Share that base that you have over here. Share it with them too.
I have base because it's passion, and you
Well,
know how
give
it
them
is.
some of that passion and give
They
it to
weren't
them.
being disrespectful to
They were
me.
playing you in your face,
And
Terry. They
but
know
when
how
I
to
first
play
came,
you.
but you saw the bass come in when I felt that I was being played. Mimi and I were going at it. Don't do me. We were sitting there yelling and screaming at each other. She was pissed at me when I got when I was like, "Okay, Mimi, I don't even want to do this with you." We were yelling and screaming. So the bass came when I saw what the hell was going on. Don't do me. People could go back and watch that film, SK. Was it there?
What was
Lemon,
that?
did you see it? Well, I don't want to put lemon in
Yeah.
the middle.
Okay. No.
So
It's listen. Yeah. At the end, it came. Yeah. You eventually, because y'all started. I think what happened was she said like you tried to flip this moment and make it about Kiki. But then the moment
yes.
she started asking you questions about Sir King, you was like, oh, he can come up and answer. So they kind of flipped it,
So
to make it
did
seem
you hear
like,
the bass? Lemon, did you hear the bass?
yeah.
Thank
And
you.
then and then
SK.
but here's what I'll say. It will look a certain type of way, but you do have to watch the whole thing. It got heated in the moment. I felt like it started to heat up. Like you realized it and then you left because you was like, I'm not finna. Well, I think you said you had to cook or something like that, like you were late from
Yeah,
prepping dinner or
I was
something.
late for starting to cook because I
But
was
I
Yeah,
sitting
feel
there
they
like the
said
real
she had to
screaming.
cook
conversation,
some
the real
seasoned
conversation
chicken.
sort of happened when you left, because I feel like that's when she
Mm-hmm.
really started expressing
Mm-hmm.
her truth. Although y'all called it truths or whatever on the platform, then she started. You probably didn't listen because clearly you got to go cook. So, yeah, I feel like the real conversation sort of happened when you left. Like she kind of expressed like you tried to make this about Kiki, but in fact she did when she made that post. and brought Kiki talking about we all over here need to be outraged because of what happened with her. And she kept saying like you tried to take over her moment. Your moment, we were at the last live of almost the end of the day. So you did your marathon. I saw your community post. You had everybody in support. You were on different platforms. You said what it was. You went live too. So I felt like what more did Terry take away from that moment on another platform? We already heard it all day because you've been on every platform.
Every platform, and that's why I was frustrated. I'm like, damn.
It was like a concert. Like we get it and we understand, but y'all wasn't doing the same thing when it had to do with Terry P and her child. Y'all was all like, he's a grown man and we can't control him and we just cool with him and we don't do this. It was all that bullshit. But now we have to make and turn up for her when all she could say is I disappear from sun up and sun. I just might be here and might be gone. Okay, cool then. So why did you make that community post as if you knew and you were around during the time that Kiki said what he said about Terry P's child? Because that's what your community posts insinuate. So if you was gone during that time, you should never mentioned it on your community wall because you were here for that moment, according to you. But I don't believe it. You were here.
Yeah.
You just stay silent because that's your offline friend. And you loves him. Cool. You act like people want to take that from you. That's no trophy. That's no award. So hang on to that.
Yeah. It's just a hypocrisy, the convenient hypocrisy and that's not cool. And we ain't afraid to call it out. So
Yeah. And Terry P did good when she went up there posing a question. It was just like, so we got to cancel J Dunn, but the whole key, so nah. Mm-mm. She didn't hijack your moment. You got your moment out, and she just came up to, oppose a different view on stuff. And you just didn't like what it was talking about, like, oh, I would have accepted it more if it came from Brie or Pizarro. Bullshit, because you would have flipped on them and you would have started going on them like you were kind of doing at the beginning when you referenced VS, but you reeled it back a little bit. You feel me? It was getting shaky up there.
Sure was.
So that's why y'all kept going in the back and coming back up, and I'm not yelling because shit would have got real rocky real soon. So I saw all that. I saw the cracks forming. But I don't think she would have handled the situation any different had it came from either or. She would have went in her bag and started, remembering stuff that they done and partaked in. So that's what happened. And then she tried to say, "Oh, Pizarro said the worst shit I've ever heard." Like she compared the stuff you said on YouTube. I'm unsure what you been banging. What kind of stuff you been saying?
I have not said a damn thing.
Not you. I'm talking about Terry because they were saying that Terry. Well, Mimi said that Terry said worse shit than her, and I kind of find that hard to believe. I just think their mouths is set up a little differently. I'm unsure, but I doubt Terry's went that low.
I don't go gutter, but
That's what I'm saying.
I've said some things, and I own it. Like especially with the oh, shoot, I just have to say her name, Dimps. I've gone in on Dimps. Probably the worst next to the midget mother effer. Yeah. Those are the two that I've gone gutter on. Everybody else is just drag, as people
A little
say,
light
she's
work.
corny. She's corny. My corny dragging. But yeah, the worst has been Dimps and the midget mofo.
And
I've
rightfully
gone
so
on
because of the
rants
shit they
when it
said
comes.
towards you. So
Yeah, and people act like, ooh, well, I don't want to say people, but it was kind of made to seem like I just go off on people for whatever reason. I don't go off on people unless they come after me, except for Shy Town when, when she was saying stuff that I viewed as falsehoods and lies. I was like, ugh. But I didn't even go in on her like gutter. It was just, dragging the way that I usually drag. But as far as going gutter, Dimps and Kiki. Yeah, those two.
oh
And it
whoa.
is what it is. Huh?
That's not. Well, listen. With these two, they were cutting low, so that's a little different. So I don't know.
Yeah, because they
I've
both
never
came
seen.
after me first.
Right, exactly.
First.
Especially
Both of them first.
dumbass Kiki. Yeah, Dimples. She
Yeah,
was
with the
on one
lies,
too.
the malicious lies with his ass. Yeah, that was the most gutter you guys have ever seen me go. Like, I went low, and I do not regret a second of it. But I never talked about his child. Never.
Exactly.
Ever.
And then for
That's
the
a
people to
beautiful
try to
baby
cape
girl.
and try to say like, well, when are we gonna start holding people accountable for what they do? It's not about that. What we're saying to people is, if you are a person that's on YouTube as a content creator and you allow a certain person, because clearly, look, SK still getting dragged for shit that haven't existed on his platform in maybe almost a year now. And when that did happen, he didn't say, "Oh Lord." Oh, most of the time, those people got flushed, kicked off the panel, warned about their behavior. It was not like he just said, "Oh Lord." Oh, that just sound funny and comical at the moment, right? But that's not what really happened because I was there. And he never let that shit fly. That's the reason why a person's not here no more, anyways, because of their language and what the fuck they were saying on his platform. So stop trying to make it seem like he just allowed anything. No, y'all, the chats y'all fuck with now allow anything. And y'all don't say shit. So if it applied to SK, then it applies to all the people that you were sitting on the panel with today because they do the same shit over there as well. Cut the bullshit. Trying to act
Okay,
like you just
y'all
had the
got it.
worst shit they
I
ever heard.
agree.
Fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of
Yeah.
here.
Y'all got it. I'll drop off so you guys could have your paddle, but
All right.
yeah. Okay, you guys have a good night and chat. Have a great night. Peace out.
Bye,
All
Terry.
right, Terry.
Bye.
Bye. Good job.
Well, that shit was crazy. I didn't
Mm,
expect you two to have this exchange. You feel me?
me neither.
Like I know some shit was popping off, but this wasn't
Mm,
what I thought. You know?
yeah, but like I said, she need to have some bass in her voice. And I Terry, I don't care if you passionate for me, love me, whatever. You need to take that bass over there. That's what I say. And it's not me wanting you to act a certain way, but I just feel they treat you the way they treat you because of, you know, your communication style is not sending the right message. But love you, Terry. Anything else you
Wasn't
want to say?
somebody else getting interrogated on the panel because they wasn't using a certain kind of voice? And they didn't know that person that was on the panel. Like, what tone of voice is this? Wasn't that person getting backed into a wall by two individuals saying, like, who is this person up here? We don't know this person. I don't want to call names because, you know, I can make it real messy. But so we don't want to hear this bullshit tomorrow. Like Sir King was trying to tell Terry P. Nah, because we can pull up a clip where you were trying to tell somebody that's an OG over here that you didn't recognize this person on the panel when you was with your homegirl.
Hmm. Yeah, very
But it's
interesting.
out there. So don't try to be hypocritical. But yeah, this shit is crazy. This whole shit is crazy. Like, it's funny how we can see when people will pay attention. It just depends on if they like that person. And I feel like that's why she got the support she got. I know Terry's not a content creator, but once they got wind of it, it was more so like they didn't care because like other people kids get dragged or it ain't that like it was bad, but not enough to not fuck with him bad. You know what I mean? And that's just
Yeah,
unfortunate. But with this moment, we all have to be enraged. I didn't hear J Dunn video. I didn't watch it. I got wind of it from y'all commentary all fucking day. So I pretty much heard what she said through y'all. Um, and that was
it was
enough.
deplorable. Yeah, but
It
like
was
I
bad, huh?
said, it was deplorable. But like I said though,
But what
it's a
popped this all off? Well, what got them to, you know what I
um,
mean? Like, what did this?
I don't even know. I think something she said something or something. I don't know. It was weird. The way it popped off was I remember it being weird, but I don't know. So
Yeah, because all this, you know, happening, I'm more like, what started all this shit? Like, I was trying to, you know, get the root of, you know, what happened, but I guess Jay Dunn pretty much, you know, baited the people in, and you know, Mimi was a target, so she went after that. But I'm unsure. Like, I didn't watch Jay Dunn shit. I just heard a lot of people giving commentary on it. I heard Mimi on different panels, so I pretty much heard what she said, just through them, but not Jay Dunn herself. I didn't watch it. Cause I don't like that shit. I don't like kids getting talked about. Yeah, I was mad about the whole Terry P thing, and I am enraged with this moment too. I don't want to make it take from it, but when you at on a community wall about the whole we need to be enraged. And I feel like when you heard the news, you wasn't upset yourself. You said it was wrong and you talked to him offline about that shit and stuff like that, which is cool. But I felt like that's all you pretty much gave. And then you also mentioned your child was talked about. I don't know if you remember, you might have to go back and watch that live, but you definitely said it.
Mm.
So you were taken away from Terry P's moment.
Yeah. Let me look at the back end.
Oh shit. All right, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Vanity Attitude says, why are people surprised when demons do what they do? If that woman is friends with one, she would know how to deal with those type of problems.
Oh, for sure. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
You already know, because you could tell
Mm-hmm.
by the sudden appearance, everywhere.
Mm-hmm. And then the video
Everywhere.
thing. Mm-hmm. All right. Anything else you want to say to the people, Lemon? Because I already told you I'm about to be out. You know what I mean? This
Yeah,
is
you
frustrating
have
for
it
me.
short. Yeah, and that's fucked up because we was gonna focus on something different, but this kind of
Yeah.
derailed what you had, lined up. I just
Mm-hmm.
want to call out the hypocrisy and all y'all tried to flip it and back Terry P into a corner with some fake shit like Sir King did this malicious shit and tried to compare him to Kiki, which is fucked up because we should really be comparing what comes out of y'all raggedy ass mouths because y'all definitely say some fucked up shit. So how y'all gonna try to flip this on him? That's fucked up. And Terry P, when all she was doing was just coming up to oppose a different question and a viewpoint, that's messed up. I think Bree was doing a good job with being fair at the beginning, but I felt like towards the end she sort of was like, "Fuck it," like she don't like you, so anytime she would say something about like, well, when Mimi was like, when you and Sir King was going, I wanted y'all to stay friends. Bree would be like, I didn't. Like like anything that she can give a rebuttal to, she pretty much
Well,
did.
Bree
So she
knows
don't like you.
Bree knows she messed up a good thing because I never did anything to disrespect her, right? Right. I never
Correct.
done it until she got disrespectful with me, and I kept taking it on the chin, Lemon, and then I said enough was enough. You see what I'm saying? Like it's weird. It's like niceness and kindness is not respected over here, and then they have an issue when you decide to say enough is enough. Like for me to tell me to shut the fuck up. Like who are you to tell me to shut the fuck up when you're sitting up there got a whole damn community post to tell me got me involved in a situation. I really was gonna sit my ass back and not say a damn thing. Don't disrespect me like that because I've been nothing but respectful to you. Just like you said, you want to pop me in my mouth because you were sitting up there getting yourself involved in the situation that did not have anything to do with you. You always getting yourself in situations, Mimi, that got nothing to do with you. All the time. From Nika to Billie Jean to now Kiki. They have nothing to do with you. And then you get yourself into it because then you start going at the person. Yeah, you forgot you said you wanted to pop me in my mouth, right? You'll punch me in my mouth. Not pop, you said you'll punch me. I never threat bodily harm against you. I don't forget. But I'm still expected to be a gentleman and be kind and all this other stuff. Anyway, go ahead.
Wow. So listen, I didn't see the part where you came up on the panel because I was scrolling back to see if I missed something. So when you did get to the panel, I saw a little bit of like she was trying to give you that smoke, but I didn't watch it in its entirety. But what sort of triggered it? Because I know you came up on the panel and all she was doing was going off. So
it triggered me because she sat up there when Terry had her situation. No one was talking about her child at that time. No one. She just started out of the blue saying, well, where was this when my child was being spoken about? And I'm like, but nobody's talking about your child. Where's this coming from? And then on top of that, it's two different situations. We're talking about sexual assault and then a developmental issue. Right? So
yeah.
I saw that then, and now here we are now, and it's just like, I'm like you were trying to use the same thing 3 weeks ago.
Right,
So
but I don't get why she with the rah rah with you. You feel me? When you popped up on a panel, as if she didn't, at you on her community wall. I think she might have forgot with how many people she shared on her community wall that it pushed her message that she wrote to you on her community wall. But that gave you the right to pop up. You saw her up there. You feel me? And
I
then
waited, and
go
she
ahead.
just kept talking. And I'm like, you've been talking all day. And I'm not, and the story is the same. And nobody referenced that point that 2, 3 weeks ago, she tried to make it about her the same way. And that's why I didn't say nothing. Because I see everything. So I was going to shut up, stay in my lane, and let you do what you do. But you want to put me on First Street, so I'm showing out in the street and letting people know what's going on. And people not realizing that. And go back to what happened. I think it happened on Brianna's. She was doing the same thing she's doing now. But she didn't have no case though. So nobody wasn't really looking at her. The attention was on Terry P. But now that Jay Dunn has said what she said, now the attention's on her and she's milking it for what it's worth. When is Mimi been on a YouTube all city tour? Never. She's on her page and she's out. She's been on this thing for 96 hours straight. Okay. I don't gotta say a motherfucking thing. When you talking incessantly, I waited and I waited and I waited and I waited. I'm gonna put your ass in timeout. I don't appreciate somebody telling me I got at least say excuse me. You serious? I waited. That was my excuse me. And keep talking and talking and talking. And then I'm gonna at me on your community board and say I ain't got nothing to do with that. And you sat up there and lied and said, oh, Kiki, I don't have a YouTube relationship with Kiki. Then why the hell are you sitting up there defending him on the community page? Where's the smoke? The same smoke you have for Kiki. I thought he was an offline friend, so why are you referencing him? You're very circumstantial. Very circumstantial. It all depends on the circumstance when you decide to interject. And it's kind of disturbing that there's ways you going hard that you want people to have outrage regarding your child that was not present when a child was involved in what he said. And it's despicable. And I wish that same favor that you have now going on, like you said, told me to shut the fuck up. I wish you would have sat up there and told him the same damn thing and cursed his ass out, because that is what was needed. If you did that shit, I would have been right behind you defending your child. But I see shit, and I'm not going to. And that's a man. I don't go in women's. I don't deal with women's shit. I deal with men's stuff. If a man came for your child, then I may feel compelled to say something. But it ain't. That's a woman-on-woman situation. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Go ahead.
Exactly. And I felt like in the whole situation, she kept saying, well, I haven't said nothing about, I don't talk about kids, and neither do Terry P, but her son still got disrespected in that moment against your friend. But you guys can say, well, hold that person accountable. We can't hold that person accountable when we know people online over here that are content creators caping for him. She's not the first and she's not the last. You feel me? It's like a couple of other that, cape for him. And even in the heat of the moment when Terry P did find out what he said, she still didn't say anything about his child. So she was using that as like, I don't talk about the kids and stuff, and neither do Terry. And then they use this whole thing. I guess she said something like whatchamacall, I don't even want to bring that over here. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna swerve past that. But yeah, they try to, say that was so, bad. So I guess that's their reference with her as far as saying something bad about a child, I guess. I wasn't aware that even happened until like I watched the panel. I'm all like, oh shit.
Either way, it's another deflection point, right? I mean, they always find a way to lie and spin stuff and to their favor. It doesn't even deserve our consideration. So,
yeah, it's been crazy though. All this shit has been crazy. I just feel like it was very telling to see the people in support of this moment, but not the other person's moment. So I guess it is on who you align yourself with over here, because Terry should have got the same support, although she's not a content creator. I know people did talk about it, but it's still what the fuck they did say was very from women, predominantly mostly women. That's all this over here. It was very bizarre.
Yeah. To
They
get
tried to
things,
tell her this is commentary and that this is
yeah,
they were trying to make her normalize what happened and what was said about her child.
yeah,
Although they kept saying, well, he can never about that. It's the fact that your mind can even cook up some bullshit like that in the heat
yeah,
of the moment
yeah.
to say
It's
against
sad.
somebody.
It's
And
sad,
for most of the women defending that shit, it was despicable.
and it's sad because that should have been one of the times the women should have come together as a community and said, no, 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 no,
Yep.
we're not going to do this. We're not going to allow a man to sit up here and talk about a child like that way. Now you can sit over there and be buddy buddy, but us as women, as a gender, as a group, we're not going to stand for this. And they all failed when it came to that. So,
Oh, but let Sir King put on a red bandana.
oh yeah. Oh, oh, oh my God. Red is my worst color.
Let
Let me
him
pop
play an
up.
African clip
Yeah. Let me pop up with
on the
this.
runway.
Oh my God. Oh.
Remember that person with the perfect smile, like they had
Oh my God.
that was a big
She gonna get your ass.
No, listen, I'm being realistic. There was outrage. Like they felt like you crossed the line. Like that was just the worst shit they seen since
It was a
never.
still MFing picture with somebody with a nice smile, not no missing teeth or anything like that. Like the things that cause the people to become outraged. It's like, are we like really? Seriously?
Exactly.
It's like, well, really?
I never heard some shit in my life that this person used to be something and you put on a red bandana, so you were trying to bang on them. What? You
She
can't
was
make this
wearing,
shit up.
hey, she was wearing a whole red shirt in Vegas. You cannot make this up, boy.
Don't have me bring up the cartoon crocodile or whatever it was combing
Oh
their hair.
Lord, oh Lord, don't start.
Mm.
No, she gonna make us content so she can get them cash outs, boy. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Oh Lord. All right. All right, y'all. That's it for tonight. So
Yeah, I don't.
that's what we had to say. Fight your own battles. Shit. Don't be coming at us when you were silent. Now you want us to and watch your kids if you know that man in real life. I said it. All right. Yeah, I know TC, you said careful, SK, your red bandana is triggering me to want Skittles. Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
I just want to say, yeah, that's been some of the shit he's been accused of, and we went through hell and back over some of the smallest shit that had like the
Yeah.
smallest fucking value to it, but yet it was blown up to this big ass situation and put on a level of mad disrespectful. But when people say certain things like sexual assault on a child, that's not a big deal in your eyes, but him putting on a red bandana is. Like, you know what? I'm trying to compare their outrage and what they were upset
Yeah.
about. It was bullshit.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna call it out.
It is. It is. You're right about
I
that.
don't care who do a video and say whatever they want about me. Guess what? If I get wind to it, I'm gonna respond.
I don't blame
You
you.
might not like what I say, but I'm definitely gonna say something. So it's not a threat, it's just a promise. So on that note, I'm gonna drop down. I know you wanted to keep it, short and on the point. So we kind of went a little further.
That just don't make no damn sense. It don't make no damn sense.
Yeah.
But what about my child? I'm like, what? I was like, wait a minute, what? I'm like, I don't know people. I don't know if people get in that and they just tired of dealing with that, so therefore they just, I don't know. I'm trying to rationalize, understand it, but
I just felt like Terry P didn't take away from no moment. I could see if it was early in the morning, you was just getting your shine on, you feel me? And the people were just getting a win and it was hit with a curveball. But we're pushing in most time, it was almost nighttime in most, parts of the world. The United States, let's not say the world, United States. But so when she popped up, you feel me? You did your tour. You went round the world, you feel me? You went from the north, south, east, west, China, London, Paris. We heard it all. And then now you're on another platform and you still wanted it to be about you. We get it, but we heard it. And she just came up to bring up the hypocrisy amongst all y'all on the YouTube street. So if y'all don't like it, then fix your ways.
I feel you.
So let me not prolong this. I'm going to jump down. And
All right.
if you slide in the Zoom, I'll see you over there.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you,
All right,
Lemon.
peace.
All right.
No
Take
problem.
care. All right, y'all. That's the broadcast for tonight. All right. Go end it on a fun note. Ron P, are you in here, Ron P? Is Ron P in here? I think Ron P left. But this is Ron P's Asian brother, y'all. Here we go.
You ain't ready for this one. Now watch me going.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah. All right, so that was Ron P. And I think, is this Mama D? Oh, no, I don't think that's Mama D. Let me see what's this.
Raccoon.
Oh, Lord, that's a raccoon. I think this is Mama D, y'all.
When I walk through.
Oh, hell no.
When I walk through.
Oh, Lord, I bet Pizarro can't do that. All right, y'all, I'm going to head up out of here. If you want to, feel free to send a gesture to $, Crown. Maybe I can go get me something to drink because these boogables are stretching. I can't even talk. Stretching. What's stretching? Stressing me out. Oh, Lord.
This bubble gum, I'm Mr. Chico Stick. I wanna oh, cause you so thick.
All right, I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all take care. Have a great one. I will see you guys soon. Thank you for your support. Feel free to thumbs up the live and please subscribe to the channel. Yeah.
Feel that heat, and we can ride the boogie. Share that beat of love. I wanna ride all night. Work it in the middle. Sun and light. All night. Work it in the middle. Sun and light. Ooh, baby, I love your stroke.
Tofu Alley.
Oh, Lord. Y'all know I'm tired. We are not on the Tofu Alley page, y'all. We are on the Avatar Life, y'all. You know this has been a hell of a day. All right, y'all. We out of here. Take care. We'll just end off on this note. Oh, Lord.
Bam. I don't know what she was thinking. I know what I wanna see. Bust that pussy.
Damn, what the fuck y'all looking at? Y'all supposed to be watching her motherfucking dance moves, not me.
Shit. All right, Ron P. I'm playing this for your Asian family. And then with that being said, we out. Bye, y'all.
You ain't ready for this one. Now watch me going.
Oh, hell no.
Bye, y'all.